As you know, one of the things I like to do is take pictures you send me. We throw them up on the telestrator and have a look at them, come up with some ideas. And today we've got a beautiful house in southern Arkansas owned by Robin. And what Robin tells me about her house is it was built in 1949. It's a classic southern plantation style. Love the color, love the style, very good. Okay, so she asked, what about a circular driveway? Well, I think you can manage that. It's a little hard to tell from this photograph whether we have enough room here for a circular driveway. But before we look at that, let's take a look at some of the plants that frame the house. For instance, here we have what looks like to be a very large Bradford pear, and then one over here that looks like it's been broken down, maybe in an ice storm. It's one of the problems with Bradford pears. They certainly have beautiful fall color and beautiful white flowers in the spring, but I think I would probably do away with these, just take them out. And these azaleas across the front have gotten too tall. You see, if we had a line that came across here, a little much lower, I think it would be better with taller azaleas in the back. And I think these containers are just a little too large here. All right, so with that said, let's talk about what we could do, and then let's take a look at that circular driveway idea. I think what I would do over here on the ends, Robin, would be to put a pair of holly trees that could grow in a conical shape like this. They would be evergreen, lots of red berries in the winter. I like this boxwood idea very much here. It looks like you have a path. What I might do if I'm going to do a circular drive, though, is come out on either side here with a much more generous apron to this entryway. It's awfully crowded here and here. And then this driveway would come around like this, presumably. And I would keep it very simple. I would do azaleas back here, but keep them lower. And I would probably go with a softer color pink azalea. And then reduce the size of these containers down to something that's about like this, because they're really sort of crowding that entryway. Then across the front, I think that you could come back with that low boxwood hedge, and that would be one of the few clipped parts across the front of this bed that could sweep back around on the back side of those hollies. So it's a very symmetrical house, so it's important, Robin, that you keep the symmetry in place with the plantings. And then over here on either side, I should say, I would do some sort of a tree here, bring it to the foreground, and then one over here, and I'm hoping you've got enough room for that. It's a little hard to see, but maybe a sugar maple or a red maple on either side, then that would really frame the house. Now you could take boxwood and come around the center circle with boxwood. And then you could just keep lawn in the center. Or one of the things that I like to do in these cases is just simply, if you don't do the border of boxwood, just on this inside do some four big gumdrop shaped boxwoods that would define, or maybe 5 or 6 around the circle, and just leave it at that and leave the lawn over here. Keep it as simple as possible, but just make this apron, this space here, more generous. And you may need a walk that comes across here. If you do, I would let it come all the way across and around here to the other side of the house, keeping it all symmetrical. Well, Robin, I hope that helps. You have a beautiful house. Good luck with your project.